everyone, and welcome to Catching Up with Toronto Ultra, presented by TD. My name is Visions, and I am joined with Toby. You might know him as CleanX. CleanX, how's it going, man? How's the offseason been?
You know, it's been with mixed feelings. I had not the best start to the offseason. I'd say I came home, had like some family issues. I'm sure people have, been updated on Twitter, but it was great to finally see family. We've been here during a pandemic for 2 years, and it's just not been the greatest time, but it was good seeing my mom, good seeing my dad, my brother, and my dog, of course,
Yeah,
best part of it all.
I love that. So did you guys end up doing like anything specifically together during the couple months?
I mean, we went to a few like amusement parks. They were open during like Halloween, and they had like Halloween themed like everything. So it was just great, catching up with them, being with my brother and his girlfriend too.
Nice.
And I also brought my girlfriend back to Denmark, so got to show her Denmark too.
I love that. That's awesome. Now, I wanted to go and actually hit a tweet that you had sent during the off season. So we saw this picture of a pizza that looked like it had fries on it. Not sure what it would be called. And you said, if you know, you know. I unfortunately don't know, but hopefully you can tell the viewers what they're missing out on.
Honestly, it's like a tradition that started with my brother and my dad used to like visit him, and we'd used to get that pizza every single time. It's a kebab pizza with fries on top and then some like garlic sauce type thing, and then some like red sauce, I think it is. So it's a little spicy sometimes too. It's good. I mean, as I said, if you know, you know, and if you have the chance to try it, you should.
All right.
100%. So good.
Now, I want to also hit on another point. So your rookie season, you came in Modern Warfare, and you got labeled, this tissue is an issue. This is something that even, I enjoy saying from time to time. It has a nice ring to it. Now, you're going into a very similar game, which is going to be Vanguard. So is this takeover season again for CleanX?
Oh, definitely. I can't wait for a game with a similar engine that MW had. I know people like to put that game down as one of the worst. I mean, some of the things were really bad, but you can't really knock the engine, and it's going to be, like a reskinned World War II type game, and I think that's going to just fit our team great, and it's going to fit me even better than Cold War did. So
yeah, I
can't wait.
And plus, we have some really big changes coming up as well. Maybe hopefully some smokes and maybe even some snipers back in play. So I mean, like, how amped are you to kind of have that? Because S&D is going to play obviously completely different from Cold War.
I mean, I think Cold War S&D might have been like one of the worst, and MW S&D is very, very underrated. I used to personally use smokes and MW for our team, and I used to just love it. Get those lineups. Like, I come from CS:GO personally, so just having like those lineups in like those moments is just like, it was so fun to me sitting in those private matches, getting like ready before like a match or anything, just getting prepared. Awesome. Can't wait for that to be back.
Love that. And kind of like speaking about that with your teammates and stuff like this, I asked inside this question, but you guys obviously on that Singularity team, it's something that not everybody knows in the community. I'm just kind of wondering, like what that means to you to play with someone that you found a lot of success with, when you were coming up through the amateur scene, to now playing with that same player on the main roster here at Toronto Ultra.
Honestly, it feels great to have someone that you can trust and that you've been through so much with. I mean, even when we lost at Champs the first time in Black Ops 4, it was one of probably the worst moments, because we knew we could have gone even further as one of the amateur teams. So we've been through everything together, and I feel like that kind of just helps our chemistry, helps us believe in each other when it comes to the moments on the stage, and it just shows. I mean, just all across the teams. Like with Cammy and Ben, just the chemistry we built over the last year, due to the things we've been through, the bad things, the good things. It's something that you can't really get anywhere else, and I mean, that's why we're here once again this year.
Awesome. So how has your mindset shifted from the beginning of last year to the beginning of this year?
I think the mindset has shifted in the way that we don't think of ourselves as any underdog team. We don't consider ourselves less of a favorite in any series against any of the teams in the league anymore, which I feel like at the start of this season we were struggling in our minds against lower teams, like lower seeded teams, and I feel like going into series we weren't confident in each other. We weren't confident in our ability to actually beat those teams or like beat them consistently, and I felt like that's kind of what changed in the middle of the year, and I think that's what we're gonna head into during this year too. Just started out like that. with the mindset that we can beat everyone. There's no difference in any of the teams, that we are as good as we are, and that's just the way it is.
So when you talk about that change, like specifically, like what takes place when you see a team go from struggle to improvement? You know, what is happening in that in between to get you guys kind of back on track?
I think it's just like regrouping, actually making sure that you talk about the things that went wrong during the bad times. I mean, we have a great coaching staff. We have Mark, we have Ryan, and we have our team, of course, and we have that chemistry bond, and we've always had that. And I feel like it's always been so easy to actually talk about what went wrong. Even during like the 4-0 comeback against Minnesota, we went straight into what went wrong and then just improved from there. And I feel like a bunch of other teams probably wouldn't have that mindset, and that's probably what makes it stand out from the rest.
So going in towards the 2022 season for Vanguard, you know, what are your expectations going in towards this year, especially coming off of a phenomenal year in the Cold War season?
I mean, I'm expecting nothing less of a bigger success than last year. I mean, we have high expectations for ourselves, and I feel like we're all very confident in our ability, and that's why we're the same team we are right now, and that's why we stuck together, and that's the way it's going to be. I feel like all of us just want way more success than last year, and I feel like last year could have been that year, but we just fell short in so many moments, and I mean, that's not what's going to happen this year. I mean, we're gonna get those wins. I can feel it.
Is there a team that you're kind of eyeing up going in towards the season that you kind of need to let off some steam on here?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
I think people already know. You know, FaZe
For sure.
beat us like 7 times. I think we beat them once, and every series against them was always close. I think we had like a few like blowouts against them, but they are just an amazing team. Like you can't give them any respect. Like they are just that good. If you let those people get fired up, then it's like you're gonna have a hard series. You're gonna have a hard time against the BC Sims, Helium, and RCs, and that's the way it is.
Thank you guys so much for watching the interview. Want to give a very big thank you to Toby for doing it here with me, as well as TD to make sure that we could put this on. My name has been Visions. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below to stay updated with all future Toronto Ultra content.